So, I don't know what to say because, quite frankly, I'm kind of surprised by this, but at the same time, I'm not. And here's why I'm saying I'm not. It's what I said in the preview. What I said in the preview is in the past few years, when the Heat run into the Bulls in the play-in, the Heat either beat them or dominated them. And another game against the Bulls where the Heat dominated. I mean, just second year in a row, the Heat flat out dominated. They've beat the Bulls for the third year in a row. Second year in a row, it's in pure dominance. And now the difference between this game and the game from last year, because the game from last year, you win that game, you're in the playoffs because this is the 8th seed battle. This game, you're fighting to stay alive. You're fighting to stay alive to have one more game this weekend. I think it's going to be on Friday. To play against a losing team that played yesterday for the seventh spot. The loser then has to play the winner of this game, in which case it's the Atlanta Hawks, who got beat the crap out of by the Orlando Magic. Beat the crap out of. So history shows a lot of times the losing team getting beat like that, they're gonna play angry. They're definitely gonna play angry on Friday. But that's the story for tomorrow, most likely. But in this game, the Heat beat the crap out of the Bulls. Yeah, there was one bad quarter, but the Heat rebounded in that fourth quarter and finished the Bulls off. And this time, no double-digit comebacks. That was the Bulls' specialty. Well, everything changed in this game. Tyler HERRO never missed a single shot in the first half. He scored 23 points against the Chicago Bulls. He was awesome. He was flat out amazing. Okay, a few three-pointers that were just impossible. A couple of good shots, impossible ones. And he was one of the biggest reasons why the Heat were able to stay ahead and just flat out beat the crap out of the Bulls. The Bulls never had a lead in this game at all. And this is a big thank you to Tyler HERRO, Bam Adebayo, Andrew Wiggins, and Davion Mitchell. Khalil Ware you can throw in too. But it's mostly Tyler HERRO. He was that good. He's shooting the three ball. Absolutely fantastic. Bam Adebayo with some pretty nice plays. He got the nice dunk. And the team was able to relatively keep Josh Giddey in check. Tyler HERRO continues to impress. How about Khalil Ware? Khalil Ware was pretty good. He was all right. But the first quarter, Haywood Highsmith shooting a three-pointer. Tyler HERRO shooting a three-pointer. Of course. And Andrew Wiggins was shooting a three-pointer. It was a blowout to start the game. Bam shot a three-pointer. He got fouled. He was perfect on the line. Tyler HERRO, amazing. The first quarter score would be 39-25. And the second quarter, the Miami Heat played even better. Tyler HERRO still not missing a shot. So he's trying to absolutely one-up Buzelis. He was. I'm just saying he was. Kobe White is the only one trying to do stuff, getting that layup in. Khalil Ware shooting. He wasn't shooting. He was dunking the basketball. Kyle Anderson stole a basketball from Zach Collins, which would lead to a Khalil Ware dunk. And all of a sudden, it's 47-30. Duncan Robinson is now getting involved with the three-point shooting. And then, Vukovic getting a response. But Duncan Robinson said, I can one-up you. 20-point lead, which will eventually become a 25-point lead, which eventually would become a 25-point lead. The Miami Heat were relentless in the second quarter. Relentless. The halftime score is 71-47. But the largest lead was 25. And it's really Tyler HERRO and Bam Adebayo. Andrew Wiggins getting involved with that alley-oop dunk. And that was a great freaking dunk by Bam Adebayo, vicious. And, Chicago was fighting. Chicago was really fighting. The largest lead will then become 64-39. That's a 25-point advantage. And HERRO shotting a 2-ball. Bam with the alley-oop dunk, like I said, which was awesome. Vukovic with the 3-pointer. Tyler Herro with the 3-pointer. It was a step-back shot, which was awesome. Kobe White with the 3-pointer. And Davion Mitchell with the floater. I'm telling you, Davion Mitchell, you have to look at Davion Mitchell in the summer and re-sign Davion Mitchell. He has to stay in Miami. I don't care how much it's going to cost. Have him stay in Miami. He is a perfect player for this Heat team. Any type of Heat team with Heat culture to be in this system. He is perfect for this system. He has proven to be amazing in this system. You have to re-sign Davion Mitchell. You have to do it. You have to flat out do it. So, that's halftime score. Couple of close calls. How about this? When we talk about Buzelis, speaking of Buzelis, right? In the first quarter, towards the end of the first quarter, it really should have been 39-25, but that basketball just left his middle finger before the clock hit 0.0. So he was able to get that bank 3-pointer buzz beater. But regardless of Buzelis or Josh Giddey, you have to watch them. Third quarter is definitely our worst quarter, and instant flashbacks. It starts off with the Kevin Herter 3-point foul. He makes all 3 of them. Herter was the one involved to start off. 6 points immediately to start the third quarter. Bam Adebayo with the dunk, Giddey, and then Giddey got involved. Andrew Wiggins with the good 3-pointer was awesome. Buzelis with the floating with the dunk. Excuse me. Buzelis with another driving layup. Herro, and now HERRO's becoming human in the second half, unfortunately. He does get the floating jump shot. Giddey, 1 for 2 with free throws. Kobe White with the pull-up jump shot. Davion Mitchell with the floater. Bam Adebayo with a nice dunk. Vukovic. But yeah, the Bulls team, it feels like they got the Heat right where they want him, despite being down this many points. But they shrunk the lead down to 14 at the end of the third quarter because of, Kobe White and Josh Giddey, Talon Horton-Tucker with the floater, and the third quarter score was 88-74. And the Miami Heat, Khalil Ware starts off with a really beautiful tip-in. Josh Giddey with the 3-pointer. And this is where I'm telling you, watch Josh Giddey. And they have. They have for the most part. Mitchell with the really nice 3-pointer. It's awesome. Horton-Tucker with the 3-pointer response. A 27-foot 3-pointer. But 9:44, Tyler HERRO draws a 3-point foul. And it was an offensive foul. And I hate to say this. As a Heat fan, I agree with this call. The rule says when the player is in shooting motion, if they have their leg forward, which will cause a trip to a defender, in this case, I think it was Buzelis, it's an offensive foul. It is a flat-out offensive foul. And unfortunately for Tyler HERRO, that's the right call. I don't know what you want me to say. That is the right call. That is a turnover. And the Miami Heat lose that challenge. But Giddey missed that floater. Didn't matter. Tyler HERRO with the 3-pointer miss. Khalil Ware with a really nice offensive rebound. Really great hustle that Khalil Ware has. Giddey then with the shooting foul. Tyler HERRO makes both free throws. So it didn't matter at the end. But then Bulls fouls. That was Buzelis fouling against Tyler HERRO. And the Bulls challenged this one. And they were also unsuccessful. Because after the shot was made, that hand did hit his area right there. So Tyler HERRO 1 for 2 with free throws. The Bulls lost that challenge. Tyler HERRO then took over the fourth quarter. Andrew Wiggins pretty much puts the finishing touch with that three-pointer, 105-82 with 4 minutes 24 seconds left. And knowing the Bulls team, they would have made this comeback if this was earlier. But since it was too little, too late, this was over. And I was finally confident that this was going to be over. But again, conflicting. I want to see the Heat beat the Bulls, but at the same time, you want the draft picks. And I heard they probably changed in the drafts, or it remains the same. It was just a fake post. But Josh Giddey with a shot there, and that's pretty much it. The final score is 109-90. Again, beating the Bulls in the play-in after the Bulls dominated the Heat in the regular season. And the same old story, except now we go to Atlanta to play against the Hawks. So that's pretty much awesome. All right, let's look at the box score, then we can call it a night. Andrew Wiggins with 20 points, 4 for 9 in three-pointer shootings, 8 for 20 in field goals, with 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Great game by Andrew Wiggins. Bam Adebayo with 15 points, 1 3-pointer for him, 6 for 16 in field goals, 2 for 4 free throws with 12 rebounds, so he has a double-double. 3 assists, 2 steals. Khalil Ware just 6 points, but most of those were dunks. 3 for 8 in the field goals, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Tyler HERRO, at the end of the game, has reached 38 points. 23 of those came from the first half. Remarkable. 3 for 7 in three-pointers, 13 for 19 in field goals. He missed 1 free throw. He would have been perfect, 10 for 10, but it's 9 for 10. 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Alec Burks, just 2 points with the field goal with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. And off the bench, their best player was Davion Mitchell with 15 points with 2 for 2 three-pointers, 5 for 5 in field goals, 3 for 4 in free throws. He only missed 1 shot in the entire game with 2 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, and a block. Great game by him. Beautiful. Chicago Bulls, to wrap up their season, Buzelis with 9 points with the three-pointer, 4 for 9 in field goals, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Nikola Vukovic with 16 points with 2 for 5 in three-pointers, 6 for 13 in field goals, 2 for 2 free throws, with 12 rebounds, so he has a double-double, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Kobe White with 17 points, 3 for 12 in three-pointers. He was shooting a lot of basketballs. Just one less of Josh Giddey, but Kobe White, 3 three-pointers out of 12. He missed 9 three-pointers. 5 for 20 in field goals. He would have loved a lot more. 4 for 5 in free throws with 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Kevin Huerter with 10 points with 1 3-pointer, 3 for 7 in field goals, 3 for 3 in free throws with 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals, and a block. And Josh Giddey, of course, 25 points for him, 2 for 7 in three-pointers, 9 for 21 in field goals, 5 for 6 in free throws with 10 rebounds, so he has a double-double, 4 assists, and a block. And that's play-in. 9th versus 10th place. Winner goes to the loser of the 8th seed. In this case, Atlanta Hawks. We'll talk about them tomorrow when I have the time. Hopefully I have time. But yeah, great game for the Miami Heat. Amazing. They held the Bulls just under 40%. Incredible defense. I mean, it's remarkable. They both shot same amount of shot attempts, but the Heat made 8 more than the Bulls did, which was fantastic. 45 rebounds out of 38, 30 assists out of 15, 10 steals out of 9 for the Heat, 7 blocks for the Heat, 4 blocks for the Bulls. I think the difference maker for this game is the ability to score on fast breaks. They outscored the Bulls on fast breaks. That's a big difference there. Absolutely incredible game. Great game for the Miami Heat. Well, I wonder if Heat fans will be upset. The idea of beating the Bulls, which would then losing the opportunity to get the draft picks. Or some Heat fans will be happy and said, "Yeah, let's try to win." But your opinion is your opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you have not done so already. And let me know, because I'll have you back. And when I do, I'll be right there with you for your entertainment you deserve. This is Miami TVG. Sign up, folks. Tomorrow, early Marlins game, and a preview of Friday. I could imagine it's probably going to be Friday's game. And yeah, folks, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, folks.